Welcome. Hi. Hey, welcome to the stream today. It's Tuesday, and I'm gonna play a little Rabbit and Steel. I hope your day was fine. And that's about it. Let's not waste too much time today. So, bah! Hey! Ah! Okay. How do you know? That's straight up and little stretch, why not? Okay. Welcome to the stream. A 70 streak. Wow. Can you does Twitch show you this every day, or is it only every 5 days or so? Because I only see this message. I mean, I think the last message I saw was at 65 or something. Whatever. So prepare. Rabbit in Steel. Who do I play? You can do it only. You can do it every 5 days, but every day it shows like this flame on a peanut symbol. Ah, I know. And counts the day up. Oh. Yes, I do know that that this animation plays and stuff. I watch other streamers too, also like pretty much every day. But I usually never put that notification on because I'm more of a lurker. I lurk on other people's streams more than I write. Yeah, but I saw it, but I had no idea if it's different from from someone who's posting it and someone who's not posting it. Okay, what character do I play? Did I not play any of those characters ever? On stream, I mean? I think I never played the... No, I did play the Spellworth. I think I never played the Druid. I definitely played the Sniper. I played the Spell Sword. Heavy Blade. I think I played a Druid. I don't think I played them on stream yet. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, pink! That's a cute one. You could make $50 by writing a text about faith. But I'm not sure yet if you're lazy or not. $50? How long does this text have? 4,000 words. That's a pretty low hourly wage. But it is extra to whatever you get usually. Depending on how fast you write though, of course. Takes like 3 hours. Okay, if you write that fast, sure. I would for 4,000 words, how fast do I write? A minute is 60 seconds. If I know what I write, or if I know what I want to write, I guess I write like 20 words per minute, which is 200 words for 6 minutes. This times 10. No, wait. For 10 minutes, this times 6 is 1,200 words. Oh wait, it isn't actually that long. Okay. I want to read one of your fanfictions at some point. Let's play the pink one. So what are those? Okay. The butterfly does stuff. I see. I need to check out those. Forget it. I will find them. I will look for them. I'm way too lazy to look for them. And I also have no idea. Unless you wrote those fanfictions with the same name, which I don't assume is true. Nobody will ever know it's you. Yeah. I never wrote fanfictions. I wish I did. So in hindsight though, sometimes I wish I did something crazy like that when I was younger. Nothing about that has anything to do with you. Okay. Okay, what is that? Damage on 120 deals 120 damage in a small radius near the target. Ah, okay. Auto aim. Places down a field that deals 120 damage to enemies within it 6 times over 12 seconds. Only one such field can be active at once. Aha. Then the butterfly summons an eternal ally that fires at your target 4 times over 12 seconds. I deal a lot of damage over time. Erases nearby projectiles and grants self nearby allies brief invulnerability and flutter step for 3 seconds. What is flutter step? Movement speed and mobility are increased. Okay. So what I want is, I want to place a butterfly. It's a little bad that every single attack is slowing me down. Okay. X, A, and B. Okay, I want to spam B as much as possible because it's the butterflies. X is aiming on the enemy no matter what. No, A is aiming at the enemy no matter what. And X is a projectile. Okay, I get it. Fuck, it has to be in German, obviously. You hate making points in German. I can feel you. I feel you. Oh. Okay, let me just check a second. 120 damage, places down the field 110 damage to an enemy within it 6 times over 12 seconds. Only one of those fields can exist at any time. Okay. So I want actually B, A, spam X. Okay. Slavery in America is legal. I'm actually not aware of that. Is this like a loophole thing? Or is it a real thing? Or is it a metaphor because they... I don't know. The 13th Amendment makes it illegal, but in brackets it says, okay, except as punishment for crimes. Oh yeah, I knew that. And that is such a messed up system that people who are in prison because they did something, they basically do slaver work, and while they do that stuff, the slaver work, they find the wildest, most insignificant things they do wrong just to keep them being slaves. That is so messed up. I know that. It's crazy. Guess who is in prison mostly? Well, it should be people who do illegal stuff. Certainly not the politicians. Ah yeah, black people. True, it's America. Ah. I think I need to be small here. Yeah, because the police is racist. Sorry, I'm not. I didn't read. Another thing. I do know what ICE is. Yeah. Complete. Trump's loyal followers, I guess. People who lost sight of life. No lol. Complete racists. That's what ICE is. It's a undercover police or something. Federal agents. Yeah. It's but they are I don't know how to put that in words. It's pretty much everything they do is completely messed up. They can do everything without any consequences, and they do it against people. They act on gut feeling, and usually their gut feeling is trash. Lately they choked a 16-year-old guy who was Latin American for no reason. He had a video of it with his phone, but guess what they did? They shot him an eye out or something. They confiscated the phone and sold it, which he found out with the Find My Phone feature. Wow. What? Oh my god. I know they shot ICE agents shot a woman who was just trying to drive away. Also, ICE agents shot a man in the eye who permanently lost eye vision on that side for pretty much no reason too. They are just crazy people. And they brought it back to the police and they said, what can HPD, Houston Police Department, do to federal agents? I mean, the federal agents are racist, we know that, but the HDP, basically the whole police system in America is completely racist. Let's call it that, because it is that. I cannot defend this at all. America? Yeah, because we are on the topic of America. I cannot say the entire world, because that's not exactly the case, and I cannot say every single state that is, and every single state that isn't. So I say America because we are, at the moment, in the topic of America. Every western state, of course. In the USA, it's just easier. Yeah, it's so messed up. Yeah, the requirements to be policeman in America is just, can you hold a gun? Can you take a poop? Can you count to 10? Okay, you're in. I imagine it is something like that. Maybe not even the counting to 10. The counter of this item will... The counter on this item will decrease instead of taking damage. The counter starts at 3 on pickup. Oh. What? But every time a policeman detains a right-winger, keep in mind they do the same to a left-winger. Yeah. Really? Wait. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. When a percent chance succeeds, apply poison to all enemies for 5 seconds. Do I have any percent, actually? No. Black Strike. Deal 200% more damage. Wears off when you use an attack. Okay. Start each battle with granite skin. Shields you from damage once. Slows movement dramatically. Increases damage by 20% and lasts until you are shielded. Okay. Every 30 seconds using your defense will grant all allies stone skin. Reduces your movement speed slightly. Now, I think I actually take the Black Strike. Too often you see it being celebrated that the state uses its power monopoly. I don't really see it celebrated. It's probably in the bubbles of those right-winged group. Oh well. But maybe I'm just in a bubble where I don't notice it that much. Abilities and loot that hit once now deal 250 damage regardless of other loot or ability effects. 120, which is literally only this, but it would double my damage. Your primary applies poison for 5 seconds. Every time a right winger gets detained, there's literally countless lefties saying W. Policeman or some shit. Every time a right winger gets detained. Detained means gets into jail, or at least captured. I don't know the word. Yeah, detained, you know. Arrested. That's the word that I was looking for. I would celebrate that. I think, unless I have a reason not to. I can't think of one though. Your primary plays person. Your defensive has a random cooldown between 1 second and 15 seconds every time. Well, that's better than having a cooldown of 15 seconds generally. Your special now only deals 10 damage and applies Ghost Flame. Deals damage when applied upon wearing off. Ah, okay. I shouldn't cause. It doesn't make anything better except a stabilizing order. I know. I think order is important to some degree. I just hope, I really hope, that America gets their shit together to some up to fall. Because in fall there are new elections, right? If I'm correct. If they vote, I cannot see a world where they vote Trump again. But if they do it again, it's a civil war. or they escalate earlier and then it's a civil war. I think it's not in the capitalist state interest when that happens. It is, it is. Ability or loot effects that typically slow your movement no longer affect you. Slightly increases movement speed. Ooh, more movement speed? More HP? And ability or loot effects? Ability effects that slow me down don't slow me down anymore? Oh my gosh, I don't have a slowdown. That's the best item ever. Democrats would do nothing different except being less arrogant. You do like the wrong things America has done, have stated with Trump. What? You do like the wrong things America has done. The wrong things America has done have started with Trump. Yes. Got it. The wrong things America has done have started with Trump. That is true. But I don't like that. I don't like whatever Trump did. I just agree. It is not true. What? I mean, it has started with capitalism technically, but Trump really pushes that idea to his edge. When will you understand parliamentarism? I don't know. Never. I mean, I cannot say the system is wrong, even if it is, but it's too generalized. No? I mean, sure, rich people are the problem. And the system supports rich people and stuff. America has committed several war crimes and broken international law way before Trump. I do know. Yeah, maybe. You know, since when I try to be politically a little bit informed? Like a year ago, when you told me I should. Before that moment, I was pretty much unaware about anything politically. Yeah, aka private ownership. And the system supports people to stay rich. Becoming rich is pretty much impossible unless you have connections. If you're poor, if you have no money, there's pretty much no way you be rich. Unless you somehow are really good at exploiting other people in some way, shape or form. Whether Trump or a Biden or a Harris or an Obama as president makes no difference except official wording and a minor methodical difference. See, I have no idea. I know about some of those names. Actually, I know all the names. But I have no idea what the other guys did. I just know that when Trump came, he pretty much reverted everything that the previous president did. Like, immediately. Who was it? Obama, I think? Was it Obama? I'm not sure anymore. On an extreme, it is okay, we want people to starve, but they can be gay while doing that. Oh god. Interesting. And we want everyone to starve and they aren't allowed to be gay. That's the difference in precedents. Okay. Well, the first one is still better than the last one. Okay, the first one is less bad than the last one. Last statement here. If you're dead, it don't matter. True. Wait, reduce the cooldown of your special by 2 seconds each time it's... Ah, okay, okay. It's, Yeah, both is pretty ass. Means we want people to starve after they build solar panels on the roof. That sounds shit. What is the... Okay, what is the best option for me then? What do you want me to say here? I know that every option here is completely garbage. Overthrow the system? I try. Option. Overrun the... What is it? Parliament or something? Just go in there and say, you are no longer in charge here. But then who is? No one? Probably. That would be the best. But then I get arrested if I do that. And I honestly do not want to be arrested. For sure, Leninism. What the heck is Leninism? Leninism. It's a political ideology by Vladimir Lenin. Why do I know Vladimir? Adapting Marxism for Russia. Advocating adapting Marxism for Russia. Advocating a vanguard party of professional revolutionaries to lead the working class, to overthrow capitalism and establish socialism through a dictatorship of the proletariat. Okay. Lenin said every worker is a revolutionary, and with the support of a communist elite party, they can overthrow capitalism, which is not the case in our society. But Russia is not really... Is Russia communistic? Like, or Marxism? Does Russia have a Marxism society? State? No. Not really. Who is in charge of Russia? Crap. Putin? Is it Putin? Oh, it's Vladimir, but is it Lenin? I have no. How should I know? too many words, names. Lenin is definitely 160 years old. Okay. It's not Lenin, but it's still that family, I assume. I need to learn history. Maybe. Maybe. Place down a ball of lightning that deals 140 damage to all enemies 6 times over 12 seconds. Okay, slightly more damage. Summons an eternal ally that explodes after 3 seconds, dealing 450 damage. Deals 1 damage only. Sounds nah. Nah. I think I take that. Summoning more butterflies. How much money do I have still? 22, okay. I don't have a money potion, so I take a level up. You're gonna teach me history in the next reactions. Still trying to sneak in, are you? Any luck with your expedition? Say, there's another rabbit in the city. A white one with long hair. Someone you know? The moon rabbit? When I saw her, she had a dark aura too. Darker than anyone else I've seen around. She must be bearing some very heavy thoughts. Unfortunately for a rabbit who seemed so elegant, where is she? She resides within that large white tower that appears each night. A place even I haven't managed to find a way into. The walls are impassable, and yet I've seen others with dark auras walking around up there before, so there must be somewhere in. But the tower disappears during the day and reappears during the night. My theory is that the entrance keeps moving to avoid us sane creatures. That's why no matter how hard I search, I never end up finding it. But the entrance to a giant building can only run so much. I bet if you were able to cover enough ground, you could catch it. Rabbits are pretty good at sprinting around, right? Or so I hear. I'm sure you'll find in a way. Sure. Bye bye. Here. Oh! Gotcha. More than 300 per second. Not bad. Can you name 3 economically socialist countries that either still exist or have existed? China? Then I put sometime. Oh wow. Aua. Ow. I'm not good at that. Oof, 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 oof. China is rather unprecise. Then I'm gonna... if you ask me about time periods, I'm gonna completely break down, okay? just give me that point. Because other than that, I think one of the Koreas, but I'm not sure anymore. What color do I have? Pink? Oh no, this one. Ui. Ow. I got a hit down. China's rather... what? 600 AD? Or what? Just a century, maybe. Dude, I have no idea. I don't know. Should I be sorry about that? I'm not sure. I'm just... Yeah, I'm disappointed about myself. When did Marx live? Crap, it was 1800 something. Late 1800s? '19th century, yes, okay. Was this precise enough though? Oh shit. I know it was not Second World War yet. So it would not make sense to be before that. For socialist? True. That kinda makes sense. Kind of makes sense, yeah. So. My special applies curse. Special is the butterfly. When China? Let me think. China, 2000. '15. Meep. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I failed. If century, century is like 100 years. Decade, century, millennia. Yeah. Okay, 1900s then, I guess? Wait, was China socialist back then already? I thought that was more recent thing. Oh no, wait. We talked about it. It was socialist like a long time already. Like before World War. True. 1 out of 3. Okay. Can I say China again and double my chance? Modern China doesn't work. Okay. Affect surrounding enemies with Ghost Flame when you gain invulnerability. Okay. Defensive and loot cooldowns are shortened by 2 seconds. Do I have a lot of loot cooldown here? 15. I see. Defense and loot cooldowns are shortened. None of those is really good. None of those effects. Come on, the socialist country. Wait a second. The socialist country. Is it? Wait. If I'm wrong, please don't hit me. Don't blame me. Is it Soviet? Ah! I knew it. Okay. Soviet Union, yeah. I was really afraid that it's wrong. 2 out of 3, okay. Okay, one more. I bet that's a trick question. There are only 2. Now, what could be the third one? Is one of the Koreas right? No, one of the Koreas is not right. What happened after World War II? I have no idea. Germany got smaller again. Industrial Revolution? That happened? Was Hitler a king or what? No. And that was way before. But what happened after World War II? I don't know. I just know it ended in 45 or something. Industrial Revolution is the birth of capitalism. Ah. What did they do with Germany? They... You wonder such a specific answer from me. That's really hard. What was reverted in 1980? 1990. So. Aua. Can I defeat the frog? Oh my god, the frog has a school uniform. What is going on here? So. Give me a second, I'm concentrated about the fight. Ah, crap. Got it. Ooh, a new music unlocked. Nice. Did the allies say like, oh right, Germany, yeah, you gotta just stay like you are? I mean, no, probably not. Wait. Didn't they? I mean, was this where the wall was kind of opened or something? 1990? Nah, that was way earlier, right? That's 1990? Wait, it was that late? I thought it was way earlier. Huh. And then it was the fall of the Soviet Union. Ah-huh. Wait, that's way after the World War II, by the way, first of all, because that's not 1950. And second, why did the Soviet Union fall? Because something in Germany happened. How is that related? Oh, Germany fell because the Soviet Union was? No, wait, the World War ended because the Soviet Union fell? I don't quite understand. Ah, the wall. Okay. But okay, so the Soviet Union fell, like, in 4 parts, and then Germany's wall was opened. British, American, French, and Soviet. Uh-huh. Britain, America, and France led their parts from modern-day Germany in the West, called the Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Britain, America, and French led their parts from modern-day Germany in the West. Okay, that's Germany now. The Soviet part in the East became the DDR. And basically everything east of that DDR were Soviet puppets. That's hella complicated. I don't exactly understand how okay, Soviet was part of America and France and Britain. Okay, those 4. The Soviet Union was socialist economically. How does that separation end up with the wall in Germany opening? Huh? Yeah, I don't know if I ever had the topic in history class. For real. I don't know if I ever learned that. So when basically everything is, so when the Soviet Union fell, everything became capitalist and East and West Germany united to today's Germany. I'm not big on history, okay? Okay? I'm still at I'm still learning. I mean, I can still learn. Time to change that. Dealing additional 120. Wait. Dealing an additional 120 damage to all enemies and 25% chance of dealing damage to all enemies a second time. Enemies within it. Wait, what? 1,000? Gross history is 1939 to 1945, then time skip to 1990, then time skip to today. Yeah, that's actually pretty much it. That's pretty much everything I know. My history class was not the best. Or maybe I just didn't pay attention, but how would I get here if I didn't know anything that was taught? Ooh, the butterfly attacks way faster. And 300. But the cooldown is way higher. Ooh. But with my primary that gets rid of 2 seconds cooldown, I can still kind of spam it. You gotta hire some history teacher for me. Nah, not necessary. Really, I appreciate it, but please don't. Private lesson for my birthday. No, I have better things to do on my birthday. It's not long, by the way, anymore. Not on your birthday, but for my birthday. I don't know if that is better. You know what I like for birthday? Chocolate. Maybe I'm even happy for socks or something. A history lesson? Don't know if I enjoy it that much. It's very informative, probably. And I learn for life. Would I enjoy it though? I don't know. I kinda have to. I mean, I have to learn all that stuff eventually. I just wonder why don't I know that shit? Isn't that usually school subject, topic stuff? For moments, I have never heard someone not knowing, like, anything. I am very close to that. Yeah, true. Austria difficulty. Yeah. Maybe it's really that. Maybe it's really Austria difficulty. I just play live on easy mode. But on the drawback I also know nothing. How goes it? You got to the tower? I see. You found the queen, but weren't able to communicate. The spell must be very powerful around her. She can't even hear you through her own thoughts. Maybe there's a way the spell's effect is kind of like a light telepathy. Negative thoughts bouncing from one soul to another. Perhaps if you were to clear the negative thoughts from enough creatures, you'd somehow be able to reach through. Of course, you could also try your hand at reaching the spire again. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I will. Bye bye. Wow, that was a lot of damage pretty fast. $350, that's not bad. So. Oh, way less. 515 only. Oh. Maybe you just need a book. Just a book. You know, there are many books. I do have books. I do have books right next to me. A bunch of them. Many of them I even read. Oh, it's manga, okay. I admit. Still counts in my opinion. If you use your defensive, this effect ends until to the end of battle. What? All of your cooldowns are reduced by 3 seconds. If you use your defensive, this effect ends until the end of battle. I barely use my defensive though. All your cooldowns. What about the global cooldowns? I could take it. 3 seconds less for my butterfly. Can I 8 extra gold at the end of each fight? Nah. On your abilities and loot, deal 30% more damage. If you use a defense, this effect ends until the end of battle. I think I'd take that one. Because I probably take damage at some point. Aua. Okay. My beautiful technique of not using dodge did not work. Okay, left and right. Then from the top and then circle. Okay. Okay. Center and that, and then... Okay. Oh. $360? Nice. Or maybe I just make presentations again. You don't know where to start. 1945. There's where you start. It's actually crazy how smart you are technically, but you just don't have any knowledge to use it. Never met a person like you. I don't know if that is a compliment or not. It's difficult, very difficult. You called me smart, but also dumb? I guess thank you. Or not? Stop confusing me. Yeah, the biggest problem I have is really knowledge. The thing is, most of my life, let's be completely out of character and everything. Most of my life, I was completely uninterested in anything. I was really a bored motherfucker who did nothing. The only thing I did all day was, well, I don't even remember. Most of my school time, it was a weird time for me. It was a really weird time for me because all I did was I went to school, then I went home. Then I did homework, and then I sat in front of a TV, and when the time came, I had my own PC, I sat in front of my PC. That's pretty much everything I did all my life until I moved out from home. Wasted potential, not gonna... My mom would kill me, and maybe that's what's good for me. I don't have any contact to my parents anymore since I moved out. And I moved out on the first possible situation I was able to, because they didn't show too much interest in me, I didn't show too much interest in them. I didn't show interest in anything, actually. Yeah. That's probably why I don't know a lot of stuff. Just depends on the situation. Yeah, true. So, let's talk to them. Exactly how long do we have to make our nest down here? It isn't exactly pleasant down in these tunnels. Have patience. Princess Renelli still has yet to fully recover. It would be unwise to attempt anything without her immense power. Surely she's fit to lead by now. What's holding her back? Those are little those are little dragons. Those are not cats, not bunnies, those are dragons. Oh, this is cute. While I believe she is recovered physically, she currently doesn't want to fight. What? It's Princess Ranelli we are talking about. The Princess of Riches and Conquest. My mithril dragon Ranelli. And she doesn't want to fight to take back her throne? She does not wish to speak to the matter. Perhaps she is still depressed after losing to that rabbit. Me? I'm sure she will come back to her senses soon. To her sentence. Also didn't see them like ages. Okay, what can I do? This one maybe. Place down a ball of lightning that deals 140 damage to all enemies 6 times over 12 seconds. Only one such lightning ball can be active at once. There's slightly more damage. Do I just want slightly more damage? Deals 100 damage, 20 damage in a small blast. Potion pointed towards your target. Deals more damage, but range is extremely short. Ooh, I don't want the range to be short. Okay, dokie. Oh, that is exactly what I have already. Okay. What about... What? What? Erases nearby projectiles and grants self and nearby allies brief invulnerability. And additionally, there's 650 damage to that area. Cooldown is longer and starts battles on cooldown. But they deal a lot of damage. 650 damage just like that? That's good, but then I probably won't use the fire scale corset a lot anymore. 3-second reduced cooldown. I think that's worth it. Or I just really go for that. That's 120 extra damage, you know? At most. No more butterflies for me. One level, each level increases your damage by 1%. I'm level 30, look at me. I could be level 34. Luck potion, ring potion, evasion potion. I don't need any of those. One thing I forgot. But. There we go. Bye bye. Shopkeeper. Aua. Wow, that was fast. What just happened? Okay. Was my damage before 350 or 500? Aua. Aua. Okay. Haha, I'm so good. I just want to know. Ah, that's pretty slow actually. Oh, it's fine. Your special has a 30% chance of dealing an additional 3 blows. My special? Okay. Dealing 150 damage each in a radius around your targeted enemy. Okay. Increase your special's damage by 30%, but decreases its radius by 20. Probably not worth it. At the start of each fight, inflict all enemies with Zap for 99 seconds. Affected enemies take extra damage from abilities or loot effects. 20 extra damage for 99 seconds. That's probably a good thing. Especially has a 30% chance of an additional 3 blows, dealing 150 damage each. What is my special right now? 300 damage each. That's 1 extra hit basically. 1.5. This is 30% more damage. 30% of 300 are 90. Almost 400 then. Decreases the radius. You know what? I think the killing node is a good thing, actually. I just need to place the butterfly or the lightning a little more strategically now. Why is my normal attack not long anymore? Aua! Okay, I didn't see that coming. Okay. Hello, dragon. Does this do anything? No. Haha. That was good. I have a pretty consistent DPS. Like ever, always in this run for some reason. And the Pale Keep. Hello. You made it. Yes, I did. I want that. Yeah, that. So, I could increase, see, what other better things do I have? Damage 220. What is this? Reduces the cooldown of my special by 2 seconds. No longer shows movement, slows movement, deals more damage, but range is extremely short. Pointed towards my target. That's way more damage. That's 100 more damage, but my cooldown reduction will not be a thing anymore. So what other thing than the butterfly do I have? Active time and number of hits is increased. Summons an ethereal ally that fires at your target 6 times over 18 seconds, dealing 170 damage each. I could activate that 3 times more often. The thing is, the global cooldown here kinda... I do like that the global cooldown of this butterfly version is way lower. I do like that. I'll take it. Erases nearby projectiles and grants stuff. Invulnerability effects last longer. Fire potion, evasion potion, level ups. How much money do I still have? 45. I can take it, even though I might not even use it. What is that? Nothing. Bye bye. Before I continue here, I'm gonna be right back. I really have to do nature meeting. So, there I am again. Sorry for that break. So, B, A. Aua. Okay, B. That was okay, I guess. Pretty fast. I need to use my butterflies way more often now that my butterfly cooldown is so low. Yeah, see? And now imagine that would be a stationary enemy. Oh my gosh, this is a good combination. I like that. Ta-da! Every 10 seconds when you use your secondary, gain flow dex for 5 seconds. My secondary is my A. Your secondary deals 70% more damage. Interesting, but with my butterfly and my primary in combination, I don't use my secondary that much anymore. How long does my secondary last though? 40 damage to all enemies 6. What? That deals 140 damage. What? Place down a ball of light that deals 140 damage to all enemies 6 times over 12 seconds. Only one such lightning bolt can be active at once. I deal damage to all enemies. Oh, that's why it's lightning thingy. That might be actually good. 70% more damage every 12 seconds. I just need to activate this every 12 seconds and then ta-da! A flow dex, completely worth it. You deal 5% more damage when you place a debuff on an opponent. Your defensive has a 50% chance of resetting. Your secondary has a 40% chance to grant you flash stir. Your next primary does 150% more damage, whereas off when you use an attack. Nope. I'm gonna take the flow dex. That seems really good. Moonlit Pinnacle. Oh, is this the final boss already? Hello, bunny. Why you? Stop interrupting. I almost... You? Ah. Why don't I have the... Why does my special has a 6-7 second cooldown now? Oh my god. Steal yourself? Aua. Crap. I need to be faster. Hmm. 700 DPS? And that for a supporter? Or for a druid? Strong. Strong. So. Haha. That was the run. Victory! Another run one, I guess. I really wish the game kind of would tell me what I already did and what not. Because right now it's just that. There is no way to figure out what character I already played and which not. That would be nice. Also, eventually I probably want to set the difficulty at least to normal, I guess. Yeah. But I guess also that this is enough Revenant Steel for today. Thank you very much for watching.